Internet. This is HyperSonicSpeedGrov, the Grov as in the Pokémon Grovyle, and this is episode 15 of my Super Mario World Let's Play. In the last episode, we finished off Chocolate Island and defeated Wendy in her castle, and in this episode, we're going to investigate the Sunken Ghost Ship to see if it could maybe lead to Bowser. The first thing you'll notice in this level is that it's underwater, and there's a ship, which I think is really cool, and it's unique from all the other levels in the game. This mushroom will help us survive these bullet bills, which are really easy to get hit by when you're underwater and moving so slow. Up here is just a dead end with nothing there, but down this yellow pipe we can traverse to the inside of the ship. There aren't many dangers in here, just a few Eries who move us in a straight line until we reach this platform, where blue buddies appear. These are specifically disappearing blue buddies, and all they do is disappear and then reappear. Sometimes they just appear right in front of you and you get hit, and there's nothing really you can do about that, unless you want to just stand still and not move while they're disappearing. They can be pretty difficult, because you never know where they're going to show up. But heading through this tunnel, some of them spawn inside the walls, so maybe you'll have less of a chance to get hit by them. Also in this tunnel, some Eries start popping up once you reach the end, and after you get out, over here, the blues stop appearing. But the normal blues start appearing, because there are a few of those, and just a normal circle of blue buddies, where we have to wait for the opening to pass by, and then once more. This platform here can be good if you want to look at the blues so they don't come over. But why have one circle when you can have two? Because that is exactly what is in this level, a second circle of blue buddies. Heading down this blue pipe, we can find a huge drop. Luckily it gives us a star to face the onslaught of enemies, and there are a few dragon coins down here. I think there are 5, but I'm not gonna get all of them because it's very difficult. I did get 2, but I did that by accident. If you stay in roughly the middle of the hole, there's a platform here with a star, which can be useful because if your first star runs out, then a bunch of Koopas and spikes will fall on you. There are 3 patches of coins, and then this 3 brick tall platform, which I'm just gonna drop down. There are a few spikes, and then some water. If you head down immediately, you can grab a few 1-ups, but I don't want to go too far down because I might lose a life. There's this pyramid thing here with a magic ball, and you may not recognize it, but this is actually from Mario Bros. 3, the game from before Mario World. Now, in Mario Bros. 3, they were orange, but these are the same thing. And, speaking of Mario Bros. 3, there are also airships in that game with bullet bills on them, just like the airship from this level. So, you could say that this airship, or this ship, is maybe one of the airships from Mario Bros. 3 that may have crashed and sunk into the ocean. But that's just a theory. So, if we hit this, you get the end of the level just like that, no goal or bonus points or anything like that, and this happens. A cave opens up and we get access to the Valley of Bowser. The first level here is Valley of Bowser 1, which we will play now. First thing you'll see is a Mega Mole and then a Charging Chuck. And this is the first split path of the level, which I'm going to take the bottom path of. This Charging Chuck is coming at me, so I might as well hit him with one of these blocks. I'm not really sure what they're called, but I'm just going to call them grab blocks because you can grab them. And this Charging Chuck really wants to help us through, which is a common theme in this level. These grab blocks can work as pretty good projectiles, or makeshift walls when you don't have a cape or something. So I'm going to take one along with me. This Mega Mole makes sure we don't fall down, thank you. And this one tries to block the stairs. If we take the top path, there's a dragon coin up here. I'm going to try to take the route that gets all the collectibles but minimizes backtracking. So I'm going to stay as high up as possible until around the midway point. This spike in the ceiling can help us avoid the Mega Mole, unless you want to duck and jump over it, but that can be risky. Here is the midway point, which doesn't put you back right here if you die. It puts you back on the bottom path, so I'm trying not to do that, because we'll see the bottom path later. This Mega Mole helps us cross the pit of Mungers, thank you. And crossing this gap, there's a 3-up moon, which is, I believe, the last in the game. heading back over the pit of monsters. Thank you once more, kind Megamole. I'm just going to head back for a little bit, jump over him, past the spike in the ceiling, and here we are. Going to drop down once, and then twice into this water, where a charging chuck lets us through. Hello? Hey, get over here. Bye. I'm going to head up here because the charging chucks are pretty reliable. Like, what is he doing? No, seriously, what are they doing? Okay, over here, there's a green switch block, which I can grab a cape from. Wow, I just lost my mushroom too. And I'm going to take the bottom path. This is where you'd spawn if you lost a life and you had already got the midway point. And this pipe doesn't lead to anywhere. The cape is very good for dealing with Megamoles. And here, I don't want to grab the block underneath me, so I'm just going to wait for this charging chuck. Bam. There's some blue switch blocks over here, and then we get 5 paths. 4, I'll just call them number 4 and number 5 on the bottom, 3 in the middle, and 1 and 2 on the top. 1 and 2 lead to the same place, which is this charging chuck and this dragon coin. And a mushroom, which I will take. Or 4 mushrooms, I guess. We're going to ignore path 3 and take path 4. Because if we head down path 4, we'll see these hidden blocks. Well, I guess you can't see them until you hit them, which let you pass through path 3 and a dragon coin. Now I'm going to take path 5 because... oh, thought I hit him with the cape. Because through path 5, we can make this jump and grab this vine. Those blue blocks past there is the end of the level, but we still have a dragon coin and some more stuff to see. Heading up the vine, we can grab this pipe, or go through the pipe, with a bonus game with a bunch of 1-ups. I have a lot of 1-ups already, and we're running out of time in the level, so I'm going to skip it because it puts us all the way back at this green pipe from earlier. But while we're back here, I might as well grab a cape, because why not? And I lost the mushroom again. History repeats itself, I guess. Oh, history really repeats itself. I missed the cape hit the Megamole. Anyways, we'll take the 3rd path now, and I would jump over it with the... I guess we can take the 5th path. I was going to fly over it with the cape, but I guess we lost that, so we have to wait for this Megamole. Excuse me. And now with only 57 time units on the clock, we have to head... oh. Well, at least we got the, dragon coins. So I don't need to show all of them over again. And the midway point puts us right back near this cape, so I might as well grab it. So as I was saying, we had to rush over there quickly to get to the 5th dragon coin, which is at the very right side of the level. So through here, 3rd path, fly over here. I already got those dragon coins, so I don't need to get them again, I don't think. Here, either path works, because this one just lets a charging chuck and another charging chuck make a path for you, and then you can drop down here to grab the dragon coin. This guy helps you not fall. Thank you. For the Valley of Bowser, these Megamoles are really nice. Anyways, heading through here leads us to the goal where I can get a 26, which is it's a good number, but it just puts us at 96, which is so close to 100, but not. After Valley of Bowser 1 comes Valley of Bowser 2, which has a secret exit. We'll get the normal exit first, though. This part, a bunch of cheese sticks or something go up and down, and you have to wait for them to go up and down. If you try to jump over, all these swoopers will hit you, so it's really a waiting game. That yellow shell is going to try to hit me. Good thing I didn't lose either of my capes, I want to keep those. Now we have to wait for the cheese sticks to move back up. A Koopa shell can be good ammunition if you can throw it at the swoopers so you don't get hit. The Koopa just jumped out of his shell, so I will take it and throw it upwards by holding up and releasing Y, so I can hit these swoopers. You can grab that dragon coin by jumping off this block, this yellow block. And I'm not going to take the mushroom because I don't need it, but there's a midway point if you want it. So that was the first section. This is the second section with some wings that let you grab the dragon coins because there aren't actually 5 in this level unless you take them. Up here, there's a block which can get you a power-up if you were wanting one. This I call the up and down section. You're trapped in this little tunnel in the cheese, and it moves up and down. You have to try not to get crushed. I think this is certainly a very interesting idea, but I think it's just really slow and you have to wait for it to go up and down to fit into the little nooks and areas. Like here, so you don't get crushed. Heading down here, we can grab the second dragon coin of the level, and then we have to wait for it to go back up. So then we can wait for it to go back down, and we can slip into that little area without getting crushed. On the really tight squeezes in this level, if you run and then crouch, you can kind of get like a little slide, but it might slow down your momentum a lot, so I don't recommend it. I went up there to grab the third dragon coin, but now this is a dead end over here, so we have to wait for it to go back up. Heading down once more, we can slip into this taller section where we can not get crushed. And then back up. But you guys are not going to expect this. The cheese moves back down. There's a dead end to the right, a few coins to the left, and a little area where you have to run to the right as fast as you can so you can get in here. Now I'm going to employ the run super fast to the right technique so I can skip a big part of this moving up and down section. You just run to the right and wow, you skipped all of that. And now we're at the pipe, which gets us out of here. But we're not out of the clear yet, because there's a block of cheese that's going to move up as soon as you step on it, trying to crush you. We can escape to the safety of Mega Mole here, and this one who would protect us from the munchers if we hadn't already got the switch blocks. These munchers are really nice. I mean, the Mega Moles are nice. The munchers are kind of mean, they try to bite us. A second block of cheese and the Mega Mole helps us up to the goal. Their service will not be forgotten. Bonus game, now we can get this. I'm going to try not to get as many 1-ups because I have 94, which is a lot. Oh, I was trying not to line them up and somehow I got them to line up. There's only one 1-up, so it's not that bad. Valley Ghost House we're not going to play yet because Valley of Bowser 2 still holds another exit. I'm going to try to go quicker through this level because if you didn't guess, it's still Valley of Bowser 2. It's not like the level changed or anything. We can grab this yellow shell so it doesn't try to turn into a disco ball and attack us. But the Koopa is going to try to break out, so we can take it from them. And then we can get rid of the yellow shell entirely if we hit a shell with another shell. But that doesn't really matter. I'm going to take this empty shell, just in case I need it, and head through the up and down section once more. Because we have to navigate through the giant tunnel of cheese to get to the secret exit. So that means a lot more waiting and going up and down, but that's fine with me, as long as we can get the secret exit. There are a few shortcuts like, I tried to do it. If you run through there really fast, sometimes you can slip through, but it's really difficult and sometimes it doesn't even work. Luckily, midway points do exist, so I can slip through here. And now that I'm actually Small Mario, I might be able to fit through easier. One thing I find interesting is that while you can normally scroll the screen to the right and the left using R and L, you can't do that in this level. I wonder why. So, heading down here, it's the same path and it's just going to be a long up and down section. I'll try not to run into any of the dead ends though, because they still catch me off guard, even no matter how many times I play this level. Oh, and another thing, if you're trying to squeeze through, you might not want to jump, because that can really slow you down sometimes. I don't know why, but it does. I almost ran into the dead end. So now this is run super fast to the right technique 2, because we can run super fast to the right and skip all of this to get to the pipe. So now we just do the same thing, run away from the rising block of cheese trying to crush us, and head into this area. I like to stand right here so I can grab a cape, and jump onto the cheese and onto the roof to run left. I'm still running. So we can get over here to the key and the keyhole, which is the secret exit. So now we're going to play Valley Fortress, even though Valley Ghost House might be like the obvious next choice. Valley Fortress is right here and it's pretty short level. If you run right immediately, you can grab this cape and ignore all these skewers. One thing I'd like to note is that you should pay attention to how they stall in the air, and they rise pretty slowly as well. So they're not that big of a threat. I'll call these the Section 1 skewers. Also, if you get hit by the sides, you lose a power. If you get crushed, you lose a life. So watch out. The brown spikes fall, the yellow ones don't, and you have to jump and swing your cape to hit the bones that the dry bones throw. Over here, these skewers fall fast, and I mean fast, but they do rise pretty slowly still, so you can hop under while they're still rising, sort of like a thwomp. You have to be quick though, because they do crush. And the cape, try not to hover because you might get crushed. Here there's a dry bones and some cold booze, jumping up from the lava. I'm not going to take the mushroom because I don't need it, but feel free to if you do. These skewers are the Section 3 skewers. They rise fast, and they fall as fast as the Section 2 skewers. These are relentless, and they fall really fast. It's very difficult to not get crushed. I don't know how I'm doing this. This one up here that rises up instead of falling down is the end of the level. It's like the landmark for the end of the level. These Resnors are the same Resnors, well, maybe they're different, but they act completely the same, shooting out fire, and that's all they do, actually. They spin around and shoot out fire. Not that hard on bosses. So, that was Valley Fortress. It can be pretty difficult, but all in all, it's a short level, so you should be able to make your way through it. Now this is Backdoor. What Backdoor is, let me just explain that the final level is Bowser's Castle, and if you go in the front door, it's a very difficult level where you have to navigate through, and then at the end, you fight the boss. But if you use Backdoor, you skip most of the level and fight the boss. Now we're going into Valley Ghost House, which does have a secret exit, which I will explain first. Which I will go through first as well. But I'm not going to take the fire flower in here either. These are some big green bubbles like we've seen before. And if we head through this door, we'll end up in, let's say, the main lobby of level. There are a lot of paths, and I'm going to try to explain all of them. So, let me head to the left once we hit this P-switch, because paths will pop up. If you wait here, a star might fall down, or a star will fall down, and you can grab it to avoid these diagonally moving blue bunny trails. The third dragon coin's right there, and we can head through this door. Let's call it Door L. It brings us to this room, which we will be seeing a lot of. And let me stress this really strongly. If you want to get the secret exit, don't hit this block unless you have a P-switch right here. So this door brings us back to the main lobby, where I will run to the right. I'm not going to grab the star though, because you have to run very fast for this. So, running to the right, we can grab this dragon coin. Oh! Okay, we can grab this dragon coin, and I'm gonna head to the left because I don't want the blocks to disappear on me. you can head back through. It's alright. So, that was all the dragon coins, but if we run to the right, if we really run to the right, I'm gonna fly over actually because it's just quick. We can skip over all of that and then run past 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 doors to grab a 1-up. Let me explain where all of these go. The first door, door 1, leads us back to the very beginning of the level, in the section with the big green bubbles. Door 2 takes you to the same place that door L did. Doors 3 and 4 take you to the very end of the level. It leads you to a goal. So if you want to get the normal exit, these two are where you go. Door 5, however, leads to the left side of the room that door L and 2 bring you to. Don't hit the P switch if you want to get the secret exit, because although all these blocks will turn to coins, this wall will turn into a wall and you can't get through. Remember this from earlier? Hopefully you do. I'm gonna do something that may seem like not a smart decision, but you'll see why I'm doing it. So I'm gonna get hit and become Small Mario, because it's just a lot easier to do this with Small Mario. I know the time's running out, better do this quick. So this is one of those blocks that sends out the coins, and I'm going to go up, right, up, right, up, right, up. And then I'm going to let it go to the right for a while until the time's over. So, up, right, up, right, up, right, up, right, up, right. Then I'm going to wait. Now, when the P-switch music is over, I can hit this switch, head up these stairs, and hopefully I did this correctly. Just about. I can hopefully head through this tiny little gap. Yes, I did it. Okay. It can be tricky. I don't recommend going up as high as I did, but I like to make a platform kind of underneath this little hole so you can jump through as Small Mario. Now, taking this key, we can head to the keyhole with only 26 units of time left. And where does this lead us? To number 7, Larry's Castle. Well, we've got a normal exit to go into. So, it's going to be the same thing. We grab a mushroom, or that fire flower, which would be nice. We hop through this room, avoiding the big green bubbles. You can spin jump on them, which can help. This time we don't have to run nearly as far, so I'll grab the P-switch, grab the star, and just take a leisurely stroll through, hit some coins out of that block. And then head into door 3, because 4 and 3 lead to the same place. So, it takes us to the goal. 27. And that's the course clear. So that is all for Valley Ghost House. We can head on to Valley of Bowser 3, which I'm not going to play because it's the end of the episode. If you liked the video, feel free to like. If you like the channel, feel free to subscribe. But otherwise, this has been HyperSonicSpeedGrov, and I'll see you in the next video.